During the late Middle Ages, many hundreds of people chose to effectively imprison themselves in tiny stone-built rooms. It was a sign of their devotion to God. And there they lived, alone, for many decades until old age and death. The small rooms would be attached to a church. The person would enter, most often a woman called an Anchoress, and a priest would recite the Office of the Dead, a set of prayers usually reserved for a person's funeral. The room would then be sealed shut. The Anchoress would be allowed a window or two, one to view the inside of the church so she could witness the Mass, and one to receive food and pass out her waste bucket. Of course, such windows should not be too big. As one written guide for Anchoresses made clear, if big enough for a person to pass through, then the cell might turn into a brothel. Hello there! Thus safe from devilish temptation, the Anchoress would spend her days in isolated prayer and contemplation. She would provide spiritual guidance for her community and could receive visitors via one of the small windows. Otherwise, as another written guide suggested, an Anchoress might pass the time digging her own grave in the floor of the cell, with her bare hands. This was doubly useful, as the guide duly explained, as many women often err by admiring their own white hands and keeping them too beautiful. Finally, Anchoresses were also allowed a pet cat. Some hobbies might be more than a means of killing time. The 10th century monk St. Dunstan was lucky in his choice of metalworking when, one fateful afternoon, having been attacked by the devil, he was able to tweak the bastard's nose with a pair of hot tongs. But of course it was not all fun and games. The serious purpose of such sacrifice was to purge one's own sins and act as a kind of martyr on behalf of the community. And in this the Anchoresses were devout. To the extent, in fact, that they were advised to refrain from self-flagellating, to refrain from beating themselves with lead whips, from wearing hedgehog skins, or from making oneself bloody with bramble bushes. The practice was particularly popular in England, but became much less common following Henry VIII's Protestant Reformation and the dissolution of the monasteries in the 1530s. Many of the cells survive to this day. Thanks for listening. If you like this, help me reach 1,000 subscribers and hit the notification bell. Cheers.